Welcome back, my friends. New level cap, Vampire. Let's fucking go. So I've cooked some fights, at least, after a while. Yeah, we will straight up start with them. You know what? No, let's first of all talk about some Pokemon. Because I have done some stuff. Some stuff I have done off screen basically, because it's just about getting the encounters, and because we can choose the encounters, especially talking about the choose, or like about the Deathlocke. I still have the Dupe as a low level Pokemon, and I want to show you guys the IVs from on. The cool part is we could basically manipulate the ability, because we are just Gyarados, and if a Clear Body, we can just run away. I think both abilities are pretty nice. But yeah, I like Clear Body. And yeah, this would be usually a zero attack bolt nature Dragapult. It's a Dragapult, let's be honest, but that would be a lot of scales in the real run. It would be a nature change, I'm pretty sure about that. Then you need as well darts. And yeah. So this would be pretty expensive, but it is a Dragapult still, of course. In this run it doesn't really matter. I was just keeping it like originally so you can see how it was basically. Yeah, that's basically our box right now. Pretty cool box. Also playing first time. I'm blind. First time Metagross in Run Bun. Sounds like fun, to be honest. Sounds like fun to me. A Meteor Mash is also yeah, a guaranteed hit here. Sounds like fun. EK is looking different. Yeah, that's true, man. I wonder if you would enjoy this as well. I'm not sure. Have you tried Run Bun? Like, this is also pretty fun, but the problem is it will take a lot of time away from you. Well, right? So might take some years to beat this game. If you're playing slow and steady, like in Sterling Silver or like in EK. Professional watcher at the moment. I mean, that is also fair. It is fun for sure. It is fun. Okay. So, I have cooked, I think, 5 fights in total in Mount Pyre. And sorry, Dad. And yeah, the first one is already prepped. I just need to basically double check my stuff. And we will do it in a second. So let me export my boys pretty quickly. And EK is enough. Yeah, like I have a different perspective about playing fast or slow. In case of, but it also depends about, like, it also matters how good your experiences are, right? So for example, I'm pretty fast in the first splits because of the experience, of course. And I know that the first splits are pretty fast anyways, right? So if you wipe, you just go back. That's it. I think, personally, I think you need to pass Flannery in EK to have a run. Then you have a run. Right? If you're not like bleeding super hard already, you have a run. And with bleeding super hard, I mean you have already like 15 or 20 deaths. That is something I think it's really hard to recover from that. Something like that. 9 more fight and we scale, yeah. Something like that. Something like that for sure. Okay. So, we have a double battle. First, like straight up, Mount Pyam, straight up double battle. I need to make sure, by the way, that we will have Repel active. Because we want to catch later something. The last room. That is probably Absol. So let's make sure we have the Repel on always. It is deactivated and now we will just activate that. That is, yeah, EK, you have a lot of fights to do. A lot of grunts and stuff like that. EK is pretty long. It's way longer than Sterling Silver. But the same you can say about Run Bun. Run Bun is way longer than fucking EK. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Ah, don't fish! Holy shit, misclick. I don't want to fish. What the fuck? Holy shit. It's randomly fishing. Stop doing that. Okay, we are pre-poisoned. You can hear that already. Have a reason, of course. And yeah, we are starting straight up with a double battle here. Let me check my card pretty quickly. Double is active. Ooh. Yeah. We should be good to go. We need to heal my Kingra full to full HP. We are poisons. Because I will explain that quickly. Mid-fight. Okay. So just heal Kingra. Pre-damage is correct here. Double checking the pre-damage pretty quickly. Yes, that's correct. And that is correct as well. Right. Right. That's good. Okay, we have one Pokemon what is pretty annoying in this fight. It is coming later in, thankfully. Because, like, not that late to be honest. But we could manipulate the HP and stuff like that to make it pretty late. It's last. Like that. Okay, so Geostick is right now, that's pretty important because this is Prankstar, is right now seeing a low kill on my Mienshao. And that means it cannot go for a Prankstar Reflect or Light Screen here. My Mienshao have a fast kill on Berserker. And that means this Berserker right now is forced to use Fake Out on my Mienshao. It's the highest score in game. It needs to use Fake Out exactly on my Mienshao to prevent basically from dying here. Like prevent the dying here. We have Life Orb on Mienshao and we have Rush Nature for this fight especially. We'll Fake Out the Berserker. So we will act first, basically. Because we are faster. So we are dodging the Fake Out from Berserker here. And Kecleon will do the same. Kecleon will also Fake Out Meowstic. Meowstic can't use Reflect or Light Screen in this turn. There's my Fake Out on Berserker. Get Life Optic. And that is Fake Out from my Kecleon on Meowstic. Okay. Now the cool part is, it's not turn 1 anymore. Otherwise we need to, most of the time, worry about a Bullet Punch on Mienshao right now. But that is thankfully not the case. Because Berserker sees a fast kill on Kecleon as well. The thing is, the Fake Out on my Mienshao goes before the fast kill, actually. That's crazy enough. But that's the thing. That's why we need to Fake Out first of all, so it's not turn 1 anymore. Now we will just Drain Punch, outspeed Berserker, kill this with Drain Punch. And Kecleon will change to a Dark type with Sucker Punch and kill this Meowstic. Pretty simple. It will kill, and because Berserker is seeing a fast kill on Kecleon, it will not go for Bullet Punch on Mienshao, and it will always go for the close combat, but that will not happen. Because we will just kill it before. Okay, that should always be Arcanine now, because Arcanine will look on my Mienshao. And to prevent the Smeargle here, earlier than we want, we are pre-damaged with Kecleon as well. So this should always be Raticate now, because it's a fast kill with double edge. Arcanine, Intimidate. So there's one cool part about Run and Bun what we are abusing in this fight, and not only in this fight, but I think that's something you most of the time try to abuse. Is that Arcanine right now is seeing a fast kill on Kecleon. It came in because of Mienshao, but it sees a fast kill on Kecleon and a slow kill on Mienshao. That means Arcanine needs to attack the Kecleon here and not Mienshao. We are free to Vacuum Wave the Raticate, because Raticate, even after the Intimidate, will always Sucker Punch my Mienshao. We want to avoid that damage here. And that's why Vacuum Wave will always kill the Raticate. Yeah. Pretty simple. That's why we are plus special attack here, and we have the life orb. It's 4 times effective. We need to change the nature, and we need to have the life orb for that, but that's okay. And Kecleon will always eat exactly Flare Blitz or Close Combat. And we will switch to Kingdra on that. Close Combat is doing more damage to Kingdra, but it is just better. There's a Vacuum Wave, will kill the Raticate. We will get Life Orb, but we don't need to worry about the Arcanine in this turn at least. There's the Flare Blitz, it will go on my Kingdra, don't fail please. Okay, my gem is also gone. Okay, so Kingdra is poisoned here right now. So we get a slow flip turn without getting a Dark Void here from the Smeargle. The Smeargle is moody, like the ability, and I hate that ability. The cool part is, in the last turn we was showing a fast kill on the right side. Now we are showing a slow kill on the left side. So Arcanine needs to exactly attack my Mienshao this turn. And I think it needs to be Burn Up, right? I think we are in Flare Blitz range as well. Even without... yeah, it's, I think, some rolls. Let me just check that. I don't think it matters anyways. 168 HP. 168 HP. We are... yeah, some rolls of Flare Blitz are killing my Mienshao here. And Burn Up... yeah. It's just doing more damage and is killing with every roll. So, what we're gonna do here is switch Mienshao out. I just realized, by the way, and that's okay, that was already in the prep. I don't think it can be a problem here. It should not be a problem. That we can get a double target on the left side now with Psywave, but that's okay. That is actually okay. So Mienshao will switch to Totonator here on the fire move, and Kingdra will slow flip turn. We have sassy nature for that, so we can slow flip turn on Arcanine here. Arcanine will never attack. That's a nice protect, by the way. It's really good. There is the Burn Up. Arcanine is never attacking Kingdra in this turn. And even if this wants to use something like close combat, what is highest damage, we always survive that. We survive, that's why we are burned as well. We always survive a double close combat crit with Citrus Berry. Okay. And now... this Arcanine is typeless, by the way. This Arcanine is typeless right now. And we will flip turn to Infernape. Infernape have a really nice ability here for the Smeargle. Let's see what boost we will see here. Speed boost. It's pretty fast now. +2. Makes it actually faster than my Infernape. But that's okay. That is actually okay. Because we will fake out anyways. We will Draco, Arcanine, and fake out. We want to kill the Arcanine first of all. Fake out. And Draco Meteor. That's completely okay, to be honest. I can live with that. The Smeargle can be annoying in the end. But that's last now. So we somehow basically, yeah, to kill this asshole now. And it have Dark Void and it is annoying. It is annoying. Okay, there's Leftovers Recovery. There's no reason to Draco Meteor right now here. Sorry, Close Combat. So we will just Mark Punch. Because this will always break sub. And now we get a Body Press here. And Psywave. That's completely okay. That is okay. Body Press. And good freaking night. Gyarados was still in the team for a backup. Yeah. If we need to like somehow intimidate this and stuff like that. We have 6 slots anyways. And Gyarados was a decent switch. Arcanine as well. If something goes wrong, we have Gyarados as a... well, okay. Let me heal up the... I don't even need to heal up the burn. Not the burn, the poison. So let's just run out. And yeah, I already mentioned that last time. I should maybe use the Porter PC, like not the Porter PC, but the script where you can use your PC everywhere. Yeah, it makes sense. I just don't want to use it. Okay? It would make some stuff a bit faster. What a message. Okay. So, thankfully we don't have any double right now anymore. But we have cooked some fights. In total 5, so we have 4 more fights. Okay. I think this fight is not complicated. It took a bit, to be honest. It is. There's a one thing in this fight we have to play around, and that's why it took a bit to wrap that. A bit longer than I thought. So we have Staraptor as a lead here. Then we have Greninja. We have Excadrill. We have Buck. Could only be hopefully a backup. And Nape. Yeah, checking. I think I need to change 2 natures here. Exactly this one. And this one. Oh, this one we don't need to change. Okay. Oops. Yeah, we want to be adamant with my crook here. That's it. Okay, we don't need damage for this fight. That's something. Six candies in total. We will, I think 1 candy we will get here. On Pyre. They're giving life up to Infernape. Sharp Beak to Staraptor. I also brought some King's Rock because I already knew that we will need that. So we have some King's Rock here. Then we need the ground jam on Crocodile. Citrus Berry on you. And Citrus Berry on Excadrill. Export. Up, up. Are ready to go. I thought about cooking every fight till the gauntlet. But then I was like, let's just play it slowly. Like there's no reason to rush. Yeah. And because, yeah, like, I'm playing this run slower than the regular run, basically. Copy, King's Rock, Citrus Berry, Ground Gem, Citrus Berry, and Life Orb. Okay. Okay. This is Guts, Hariyama. Fake out. Will either fake out here. What is intimidated? But yeah. It is what it is. But it needs to fake out here, always. It's turn 1 anyways, and because we see a kill, fake out either way. Yeah, we will see the fake out of Master Raptor. The cool part is we don't need to Brave Bird. Sharp Beak boosted Dual Wing Bee just kills this Hariyama. Okay, and because we have a fast or slow kill on everything in the bag, basically with highest roll, Brave Bird, the AI needs to go for the first Pokemon what is basically outspeeding me. Even if it doesn't see a kill, but it is at least faster than me, and that's why it is higher score than the slower mons. That's Deathlocke. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Young, young, young. Cool part is, this can't use Ball Mind. I don't think we care about that, to be honest, that much. But yeah, Greninja is a pretty hard counter here. We are resisting one step move and are immune to the second step move. And it have only stored power and Calm Mind as, yeah, basically you have Psychic, Flamethrower, stored power, Calm Mind. Go to Greninja. On random move, Flamethrower or Psychic, because they have same rolls. They're just hitting the Flamethrower here, it's fine. Whenever they have to double crit, burn, like burn, double crit. We always, doesn't really matter anyways. Like, we don't need to talk about double crit, because we are faster. We'll fling the King's Rock here, because we will not kill otherwise. Now we can just surf and kill. Okay. 168. This is always, either way, even if they are full life, this is always the Behem. Behem? I think the name is Behem, right? Fucking stupid name. Change your name! So this is 0 speed, quiet nature, analytic power herb. I think I'm not in signal beam range here. I am. Okay. The problem is I'm not exactly sure right now. 168 HP. Okay. We are not in Meteor Beam range. I think it can still go for fucking Meteor Beam, but it's fine. Greninja is Deathlocke's father. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, probably. Okay, Excadrill is only here for the pivot here. Because we don't want to switch on my Crook on Signal Beam. We only need 5 months. We just need 4 months technically. But yeah. This is analytic. Boosted as well. Probably it sees that. Oh yeah, it's just going for Signal Beam. Okay. Okay. And now I think this is always Meteor Beam. I count with that. And we are never dead with my crew. I think it is always Meteor Beam because it is holding a power herb here. Because it doesn't see a kill, it needs to go Meteor Beam. Pretty sure about that. We go to Crook and we are never dead to max roll crit here. Because it will get a special attack boost as well. And it is analytic, so it's pretty scary, to be honest. There it is. But we will always survive that. If I haven't calced anything wrong here. And it also have the power herb, so it will always get the Meteor Beam off straight up. A lot of damage. But we are safe. We never die to a crit. Okay. We are basically faster than this, like we don't need to talk about that. And we need to crunch here. Because it lost its item. So knockoff is doing less damage. Crunch kills. That's why we need to be adamant basically here. And we are fast, of course. Like, we don't need to talk about that. Okay. This is really important, by the way. We have the ground gem equipped, like you saw. Will not use this ground gem. We don't want to use that. We have just equipped the ground gems so this Umbreon can't curse. Because we see a fast 2-hit KO with EQ here right now. Because of the ground gem. AI doesn't know that I will not use it. AI doesn't know it is just only for the first attack. We just need to show the ground gem basically to this Umbreon. So it can't curse on the gem. And we'll go to Infernape. If going for curse for some reason, we should still be fine. But we can't use close combat on the start. we have to overheat into close combat then, I guess. But it should not be the case, ever. Yeah, there's the Fall Blade. Max roll crit never kills, obviously. And we would always survive the Life Orb. No fake out here because this is inner focus. And Life Orb close combat is kills. Nice crit, by the way. Absolutely unnecessary. Okay. Number 2 is down. I'm not sure I want to actually play this fucking tag battle. In the fucking Deathlocke. I am not... Like, Deathlocke is... It's crazy, guys. Like, this game is... I think some weeks ago, someone was just beating this game in a one vertical reset run without sandbox. Like, my absolutely respect. I have no idea how the run was looking. I just know that even with a perfect box, with perfect IVs, some fights are so fucking hard. And the tag battles are basically one. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Let's heal our team. And set up for the next fight. Okay, Magnezone, Ollie, Easy, Lycanroc, Ice Metal. And Conkeldurr. This fight we have to pre-damage one Pokemon. I think. Yeah. Okay, and we need Black Belt. I mean, this is just a backup. We don't need Conkeldurr usually. I have Black Belt, right? There's my fucking Black Belt. There it is. It's usually just a backup. We should not need that. And we need to remove a move here on my Toad, because we need Surf. We need a special move here. We can just remove EQ. Okay. Oh. Export. So the exact pre-damage we do here is 155. Let's start that again. 111. Exactly. Let's go 110. Let's actually go 154. So, 3 damage. Dot 2. 154. That we should be pre-damaged with the Pokemon we damaged. I think Absol is probably the most fun and also effective Pokemon could get. Yeah, like there are a lot of options, but okay. Right. Good. Okay, Wackenberry Cramorant here. This is just dead still. The Thunderbolt. And this will always use Surf. That's why we don't need to pre-damage Magnus Zone here. We'll just change the form, it doesn't really matter here. Don't fucking care. And with that, we'll always bait Hitmonlee here. Only sees a fast kill with exactly close combat. It's unburdened Hitmonlee. It's a bit scary, to be honest. That's the cool part about fast kill. Fast kill means we don't need to worry about fake out here. It have unburden normal gem. Even on a crit, we are never getting into double edge range, of course. And if we get a crit, we will lose the Citrus Berry, and we are never in knockoff range as well, because they also have knockoff. The only dangerous thing here is anyways fake out. And we will not let this fake out here, because unburden is pretty dangerous. I actually forgot to burn my Conkeldurr, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a super hard backup anyway. So this is exactly always close combat now. And this will always proc the emergency exit. Yeah, that was the lowest roll, by the way. Was pre-damaging exactly. 54 HP was the lowest roll from close combat. And I was thinking about pre-damaging 111, but we just go 110. And yeah, we got a drop. Go to Squeezy. You can just basically press any move here. Because got a drop basically. And we could have killed this with Flip Turn. Don't need to. Okay, we have a fast kill against Rhydon in the back. Rhydon, sorry. This needs to always be and Mega. We are faster. And this doesn't have Protect. So this can Hypnose here. Flip Turn. That's the reason why we have the Lumberry on my Lycanroc. Be sure we have the fucking Lumberry here? Yeah. One of the best counters for Yanmegas. And we are never there to Bug Buzz crit. That's the highest damage. A lot of damage, by the way. But we are not dead. And we Accelerock. Okay, this Pokemon was pretty dangerous, to be honest. That is Evilite Rhydon now. And it have setup move, like spikes and rocks. And then it have EQ. No, sorry, it have only Stealth Rocks, sorry. Only Stealth Rocks and counter. And then it have EQ and Head Smash. And it is doing so much damage. The problem is it was never consistent because it's slow kill. And AI can go for rocks over slow kill. But the cool part is if this is last, we don't care about the rocks as well. And we always tank a move with Seismitoad here. And always kill it. That's why we need Surf. There's EQ. Oh, baby. That's why this asshole is so dangerous. That's fine, it was never that to a crit. And I'm just double checking, Surf is a guaranteed kill here. Yeah. A guaranteed faster, we cannot fail here. Nice damage, by the way. Okay. Liquidation would not be enough. Because it's pretty bulky on the physical side, we know that. That was a nice crit. -1 citrus. Thank you for that. Yeah, we don't need to worry about citrus. Like, I remember in my first run, I was really careful. I will not be careful anymore. Doing that, like Smarties. Because we was not needing the citrus berry here. Because we are killing it anyways, and we could not die to a crit. But I'm just wasting my berries right now, so I don't care. Okay, we have 2 more fights prepped. And then maybe Hot Rods is streaming soon. And we can switch to Hot Rods. To the EK plays. Right? Okay, let's have a look. We have Sceptile. After a long time. It's not that long. Sorry, Dad. Yeah, we will have 2 more fights for sure. And then I think after that, we have again 5 fights in total. And then we will have the gauntlet. But yeah, we will not do anything of that in this stream. This is just a short stream like always. I'm just always doing some short streams. Sceptile will lead the fight. And then we have Arcanine. We have a Kingdra. I just need to find that Pokemon. There it is. We have again some backups here. We don't need them mons, but we just want to have backups. Of course. Because we only need 4 mons technically. But yeah, we are filling obviously the slots here. And I was deciding to bring Centerscorch and Golly as a backup here. You don't need both most of the time, I think. Yeah. It's just a backup. Okay. I think I want to change here. And that is Kingdra. We'll go Adamant Kingdra here. So we do a bit more flip turn damage. Because that is basically what we have to do with this Pokemon in this fight. Lumberry. Miracle Seed. Citrus Berry. And okay. Pretty sure I will pre-freeze my Arcanine in a second. Let me just export. This time we need to be really pre-status. This is really important this time. Conkeldurr was not that important. By the way, Conkeldurr was killing Rhydon with Guts boosted superpower. And that is Evilite. That was Evilite Rhydon. That's crazy. Conkeldurr is sick. Pretty sick for sure. Okay. Yeah, it's a guaranteed kill. Yeah, we need to be beast. It's just better. We don't really need that, but I'm just doing it. Adamant Lumberry. Oh no, wait. Not Oh yeah, we're going with Lumberry. We don't need to poison. Yeah, we don't want to poison. There's a reason. There's a reason why we're going with Lumberry as well. I just got for a second. Okay. Alright. So, this is Deputy Sap time. And energy ball kills. Nothing more to say. This is pretty bulky actually. For some reason energy ball is just killing here. Yeah, there's also no reason to not go for energy ball. And we will bait the first Pokemon what sees a kill, and it is a slow kill, and that is a Glacian with exactly Blizzard. Can't even go Mirror Court because it's kill here. And that is exactly Blizzard. We don't care if this will miss. We don't want to get frozen here. It would not matter. Because I have Flablets anyways. That's a cool part. Nice crit, by the way. And we are faster. We outspeed and kill. And Bifrost with Flablets. This should always be Tenta for a fast kill with Scald. Yep. There is Tenta, this is always Scald. That's why we need to have a Lumberry here. Because we could also see if Blizzard miss. It is actually not seeing kill with all rolls. I need to pre-damage for that, and I CBA actually. And then it can go for Toxic. And that's why we need to have a Lumberry, because we don't want to eat a Venoshock here on Kingdra. Go to Kingdra. And this is fucking fast, by the way. And we will flip turn. Slow flip turn. On the Venoshock or Toxic here. Don't care what happens here. And let's have Black Sludge. And we are doing a bit damage with this flip turn here. And this flip turn damage is enough that even after Black Sludge recovery. Go to Beedrill. That we always kill this after the Black Sludge recovery. With Mega Evolution Drill Run. %90 minimum damage. And minimum damage from flip turn was 80%. Last is Aggie. And Aggie is so fucking dead here. Aggie is so fucking gone. Even if we would be burned here, by the way, we would kill this. So this is Harvest Citrus Berry, just checking this, it's not randomly Quick Claw or something like that. Yeah. And we had some backups in the end for this Aggie, basically. I wonder if regular Beedrill ever frags the plate in... No. Because the speed is just too low. And the attack is... And the strongest part about regular... Like about Mega Beedrill is the adaptability as well. Super high base attack, super high base speed. And then you have adaptability as well. That is making the Pokemon slightly broken. I have played this Pokemon a lot when it came out, basically with the Mega Evolution. Back then in Gen 6, it was Gen 6 basically, I was forced to play with Protect in competitive singles. Because dynamic speed was not a thing. So you actually need to Protect, otherwise you have the vanilla speed for the first turn, where you Mega Evolve basically. So I had stuff like Protect, Board Dance, U-Turn, Poison Jab. Yeah, exactly. That's why you need to... And the problem was in competitive, it was really strong, by the way. It was killing stuff like Charizard Y. It doesn't have like HP investment or something like that. Adamant Beedrill was just killing it. That's crazy enough, but yeah. But the problem also was that you was always giving stuff like Scizor a free Sword Dance with, because Beedrill couldn't do shit against Scizor, for example. So if you need to Protect basically, and your opponent switches to Scizor, you don't want to eat in a Bullet Punch, because Bullet Punch just kills you if it's Choice Banded Technician. So you need to hard switch out, and the opponent knows that. And then it is mind games. Either it goes for Bullet Punch or for Sword Dance, and both is really bad. Like, at least Bullet Punch is okay if you have a switch in, but Sword Dance is the worst thing you can see on a Scizor. Yeah, so that's why this Protect plays was sometimes a bit sus, but you have to do it, right? Like, there was some regular mons what you outspeed with regular Beedrill, so you can just like U-turn straight up. Oh yeah. Okay, last fight. 5-mon team. Pretty straightforward, I would say. Riskless, straightforward. We have Excadrill. We have... let me check that again. Golly again. I mean... It's just the strongest Pokemon in the entire game. You don't need to wonder anything about that Pokemon. We have Hamel. And we have Dragon. And we have Beedrill again. We need to do some pre-damage here in this fight. And we need to do poison as well. That's the only part we have to do in this fight. So we don't need a damage item here. We go with Citrus Berry. Go with Citrus on Golly as well. I think I am holding a Sharp Beak because it just doesn't matter. Citrus on you. On you as well. And then we have the Mega item. Obviously. Okay. Let me do the pre-damage first. Export. Because we need like 3 damages total. And poison. Okay, so Excadrill needs to be on 266 HP. Damage. Dot 1, 266. Should be done. Now we need to pre-damage my Golly on exactly 143 HP. Pre-damage. Dot 2, 143 HP. Should be done. Yep. And now we need to pre-poison my Hydreigon. And we need to pre-freeze again. Pre-poison. I think we don't need that, but we are just doing it. Feels cool. Yeah, we need. Yeah, okay. Now I know why we need to do that. Yeah. In this fight, we have to do it, basically. Okay. So, that is... In this fight, we have to pre-freeze. It's actually mandatory. Or like pre-poison. But pre-freeze is just way better because we are not getting damage. Right. Do I need to do a nature change here? No. I don't. Okay. So, last fight for this short stream. That was fight number 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is number 5. Attack. Pretty good. Okay. Alright, last fight for this short stream. The Fable lead with Stealth Rocks Fire Blast, Psychic, and with Kiki. So, we don't need a damage item, Iron Head just kills here. We're pre-damaged, so we always bait now Breloom. We always bait Breloom anyways. Need to make sure to show a kill with every rune here right now, because it doesn't seem... It's slow kill, and I think it can't Sword Dance, because I have a fast 2-hit KO here. I want to be really sure here. So, this is going for Force Palm now. And let's have a Focus Sash. Focus Sash, not Hand. So we will go to Golisopod here to just say good freaking night again. Get the free eject button here. Nice para. Imagine this would stop me from switching out. And we go to Seraptor. Cool part here right now is... Usually Breloom would use Mark Punch here. Because it thinks it is dead. But because it is holding a Focus Sash, it will not even Mark Punch here. We're just killing it for free. Because Dual Wing Beat will just kill it. Yeah. But also avoid the Mark Punch damage here. This is always now Frostless. Or a fast kill with Blizzard. That's why my Arcanine is frozen right now, because this asshole have Sing as well. For some reason this Frostless have Sing as well. So Blizzard, this, and Sing, by the way. So Lumberry is not enough. Because you can get the freeze and then you can just go deep. We need to flare Blitz now here. And we was, by the way, never that to Blizzard crit into Shadow Ball crit. It would always use Shadow Ball after that. Because it would lose the Ice Gem. Room thinks he's Gen 4, yeah, that's something like that, yeah. Okay, this is Raichu, I think. First body doesn't really matter. And Raichu doesn't see a kill here. Should be Raichu. Yeah. So Raichu can Thunder here. Raichu can also go for... or Sing. For some reason this have also Sing, by the way. Yeah, fuck that. That's why we are pre-poisoned. Yeah, because we also want to avoid the Paralyze with Thunder. And we are tanking it. Yeah, there is the thing. We are tanky enough that Hydreigon would always tank without a nature change here. That we always tank a double Thunder crit. The first Thunder max roll crit would always proc the Citrus Berry after the Poison Tick, so we always survive the second one. And we can slow U-turn out here. Nice miss. Is this Jolteon from Sterling Silver? Yeah, we go to Beedrill, get the free switch in because of slow U-turn here. And Beedrill is of course faster, and we will U-turn kill this Raichu now. This is seriously red. It's hiding again. Go to Excadrill. We're getting the free switch in for the last Pokemon. Full life, what is really good. Outside of the small pre-damage. And that means this needs a Sucker Punch on me because I have a fast skill. But it's a sucker punch always, and we always survive the sucker punch. That's it. For now. I think that was riskless. Everything. Yeah. And now we need to calc some other fights riskless. I want to try to fight every fight risk. I think the tag battles will probably not be riskless entirely, but let's see. Maybe we will find it out in some days. Thank you for watching, and yeah, maybe Outrods is streaming soon, hopefully, and I have something to do meanwhile while I'm eating, and yeah, can maybe watch some EK plays or EK frauds.